Hi, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bouncearound Charleston. Well, it's tax season, and we're going to tell you what you need to do to finalize those taxes, and then you're going to find out something. The tax date has been pushed back. We have Regional Manager John Boyle here and Mr. Richard Moses to tell us more about it. And then Wendell Gilliard, Hope for the Homeless, took a group to Washington, D.C. Let's find out about that. And then we've got some wonderful music right here on Bouncearound Charleston. Okay, we're here on Bouncearound Charleston, and standing here with me, I have Richard Moses of the South Carolina Thrive, and he's a regional manager, and I have John Boyle of Trident United Way. Gentlemen, we're here today because April 15th is fastly approaching, and we need to talk about some tax tips.
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
Well, one thing. This year, the tax deadline date has been moved back.
No.
Yes. So it's going to be on the 18th. The deadline is on the 18th of April, which is 2 Mondays from now.
Now, you all heard that right here.
Yeah.
The 18th.
And the reason why they moved it, there's some type of holiday, Emancipation Day or something, and so the federal government moved it back until the 18th. So you have a little bit more time.
Okay. Now, what does South Carolina Thrive?
Well, SC Thrive is an organization that partners with organizations such as Trident United Way and other organizations around the state. And what we do, we try to build capacity in those organizations to the point where they can better assist their clientele. What we do, we partner with state agencies such as the Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Social Services, where we can offer, we have an online system that we can offer those benefits right there, access to the applications right there on the spot.
Okay.
So you have those agencies, our partnering agencies can actually do that. So basically what our clientele is doing is going to places that they already have a built-in trust, so they can go ahead and possibly gain access to those benefits that will help them go from a crisis to the point where they can really take care of themselves.
Okay. Mr. Boyle, what is Trident United Way doing in the area of tax services?
I am so glad you asked, because we are reaching out to the community at large. What we know is that the regular South Carolinian, if they get somebody to do their taxes for them, they spend $240. That's how much it costs to get your taxes done. And we know we can do it at no charge for them. We help people, single folks.
Wait a minute, you said at no charge.
At no charge, absolutely. If you're a single person and your adjusted gross income is $65,000 or less, we can do your taxes for you. And if you're married, filing jointly, adjusted gross income of $95,000. We think that's 90% of our population, that we should be able to do their taxes for free. And that saves a ton of money in somebody's pocket when we do their taxes.
Okay, so now that we're nearing this deadline of now April the 18th,
April 18th.
What should people be doing and gathering at this time?
In my opinion, make sure you have all of your W-2s. Make sure you have any and all 1099 forms that came in. And you need to have your Form 1095, whether it be A, B, or C. And those were the forms for the Affordable Care Act, basically stating that whether you had insurance or not. Because those penalties for the Affordable Care Act are in place.
Okay.
What I want you to know, too, is that we are a perfect example of collaboration in our state. SC Thrive, when they were created in 2010, Trident United Way immediately saw that this was a partner we needed to have. Our focus is on making educational benefits available for people, improving their financial outcomes, and improving their health outcomes. Everything that SC Thrive does, all the applications we can do, directly tie into what our mission is as Trident United Way.
Okay, a person like myself, sometimes I'm running behind and I get to that deadline and oops, I didn't make it. So what should I do?
Immediately file an extension. You're going to probably still suffer some penalties, but it might not be as great, but still file an extension. And one thing I want to add too, one thing to bring, it's always helpful to bring your prior year's tax return.
Okay.
Another thing that SC Thrive can do through our online system is the fact that we can go back. For those who haven't filed, because a couple weeks ago I came in contact with a lady who hadn't filed since 2012. So I not only filed her this year's taxes, but I went back and filed each and every year prior to that, from 2012, 2013, 2014. So our system will allow you to go back 3 years.
Now, are you penalized for that?
Generally, if they owe you money, there's not going to be any penalty. But if you owe money, most definitely.
One other thing I'd like to bring up, this year we are especially focusing on the earned income tax credit. We want people to know it, know what it is. A lot of people think, I didn't earn enough money to file my taxes last year. Anybody who has some income in the system may qualify for that earned income tax credit, and it could be thousands of dollars. It can really make a difference in somebody's life. You know, we look at people who come to us, they may be struggling some, may not have good transportation. We get them enough of a return back. That might be a used car that they can use to go to the new job that will pay them more. You know, this is all about increasing families' opportunities.
Okay, and now online filing?
Yes. Yes. What they can actually do is go to www.scthrive.org/file taxes. And they can actually utilize our system themselves. And as a matter of fact, what we want people to do, we want to empower people so they feel safe and secure in doing the taxes themselves. You don't always need one of us to do your taxes. You can actually do it yourself using our system free of charge, free e-filing. And what gets me, people aren't patient anymore. What happens is people are going to get your refund if you're due one within, as long as you e-file, electronically file, and you link it with your checking or savings account, you're going to get your refund generally back within 7 to 10 business days.
Wow. And that happens with online filing?
That happens with online filing.
Okay, but now can you do that if you owe?
Yes, you can. You can do that if you owe too.
So you're trying to now empower people to do the taxes themselves.
Instead of going, and I'm not trying to knock anybody's business or their livelihood.
Correct.
But those who can least afford it shouldn't be paying $240, $250 and more to get their taxes
many times
done.
you don't have that many things going on in your life.
That's right.
That's exactly right. You know, an easy tax return, somebody who doesn't have much they need to put into a system, is still $240.
Wow.
And there's no reason for that money not to be in their pocket.
Okay, so how can they contact you all?
One thing you want to do, you can either go through Trident United Way. We also have a great partnership with Goodwill here in the area, where we've been doing taxes over there. We're doing taxes at other different locations at the Prosperity Centers throughout the region. You can actually call us in our Columbia office at 1-800-726-8774, or you can go to our website at www.scthrive.org.
And all that will get in contact
Absolutely,
with you.
absolutely. I really push my Dorchester and Berkeley County members, go to your Prosperity Centers. There's one in Somerville and there's one in Monk's Corner. They can do your taxes there.
Okay, you heard it right here on Bouncearound Charleston from Mr. Richard Moses, South Carolina Thrive Regional Manager, and Mr. John Boyle, Trident United Way. The tax deadline date pushed back to April 18th. Sounds good, doesn't it? Stay tuned. We'll be right back.